were pregnant with Andrew, we kind of looked at the test and thought, here we go again.
Yes.
Andrew was our fourth pregnancy, and so Andrew was an answer to prayer, but we didn't know if the specific prayer that we had in mind, the prayer that we wanted to have a child, was in fact going to be answered. So we felt like, okay, we're on another ride, another journey, and we'll see what God has for us in this baby.
Yeah.
So Andrew was born around 3:20 something in the morning, 23 in the morning.
It was just wild. Absolutely surreal and a mind-blowing experience.
The nurses called him a strong-willed child. I think that was their way of letting us know that he was going to do things his own way, but they didn't want to call it stubborn or something.
We're really excited to see how that will's going to be used, because we just truly believe that God has a perfect plan for that little man. I think if he sets his sights on what God's gifts are and what God has for his life, and that will is conformed to what God's will is, he's going to be a little force to be reckoned with. So we're excited.
I did always like the name Andrew. I just thought it was a strong name, and John we picked after my maiden name, Johnson. One of the meanings of John is God is gracious, and we really weren't sure that we were ever going to be able to have kids, so it was by God's.
I think we're in a unique position to understand God's graciousness and the gift of a child. Some of the fears of what you being a first-time parent, some of the things that you might worry about, those just go totally away when you understand what a gracious gift it is to receive just a little miracle baby from God. We're here to dedicate Andrew because he's God's kid, and we're here to commit to raising him in the principles that God laid out for us in the Bible, and raising him in a way that where he gets an opportunity to know Jesus. Now, we can't make that transformation happen in his heart, but God can, and we believe that. And we believe that he will. And we know that God instructs us to use his community, his church, to help raise a child that way. We obviously want to thank both of our families for being there through some pretty tough moments, and then being here for us in the really joyous ones. So,
thank you for all the times that you've helped, both practically at our house and the way that you've prayed for Drew and for us. We felt those too, and we're just so grateful for all of our family and friends and the Edge Church for being there for us as we get to start our family.
The day Avon was born was the most relaxing birth experience we had of our three, because he was a scheduled C-section. So it was, we knew the day, we knew the time. We got up at 5 in the morning, and we went to the hospital, and the nurse came in and started the IV, and it was just very relaxing. And then at 7 a.m. or 7:30, they rolled us down the hall, or I think I walked down the hall to the operating room and got me on the table, and Daniel came in and they numbed me up, and next thing we knew, he was there, and there was no drama, there was no craziness. It was just the easiest birth experience we had. God really blessed us with a really easy baby. Avon is lovely, he's happy, he's content. Thank goodness.
I'd say with Avon, he's just kind of a laid back, go with the flow kind of guy, and
for sure.
and he's kind of got this. He's getting his crawl down, and he's got this little saunter that he does. He just crawls really deliberately, and the other two were just, they'd roll around and scurry about, and he's just very deliberate about what he does, and I'm interested in seeing how that develops. How he develops as a person. And one fun thing about him, he came out with a full head of hair where the other two had no hair, and not only did he have a full head of hair, but he had a mohawk, and I think that is actually thanks to me because of all the product I've used in my life. It was probably some genetic thing that happened where he came out with a mohawk. He didn't need product.
Yeah, it was just a naturally occurring event. So we milked that for all we could for a while until his hair got too long and it just started falling over and flopping, and then we had to abandon the mohawk, which was a sad day, honestly. It was,
Floppy mohawks are not cool.
No, and our kid is cool, and will always be.
He's got a cool name, Avon Kai.
Yeah. We chose Avon's name. It was a process because we'd already chosen pretty unique names for our other two and felt like we needed to match that uniqueness this time around. And after looking through, 5 baby books, I think, and not finding anything that really stood out, I was reading, I think, a People magazine, and I really liked it, and I told it to Daniel, and he liked it too, and that's kind of where it came from.
The reason we're dedicating Avon is to set his life on a course to honor God. We love God, we serve him, and we want our child's life to be focused on serving God and loving him. So we just want to take a minute to thank our families for everything they've done for us and supporting us to raise our kids, and we love you and hope that you will continue to walk with us in raising our children.
And we just have a great network of friends and church family as well that we just want to thank all of you as well for the amazing love and support that you've given us over the years. And we couldn't do it. We couldn't raise our kids without you.